Alrighty, I've been needing to make a video for this for quite some time, so in case anybody is wondering who this person is, why I'm on his channel is because I figured I'd go ahead and give a little bit of information about this particular individual who you see right here, who was a YouTuber, possibly a Twitch streamer, I would imagine, and he was a TikToker, if I'm not mistaken. In case somebody's wondering who he is and why I'm even making a video about this, is because I saw a video not too long ago a about YouTubers and abandoned YouTube channels and stuff like that, and I just thought I'd go ahead and give a little bit of information about what happened to this particular YouTuber and why his channel has kind of been absent for, oh man, I think it's been almost a good 4 years. It is because he's gone. He passed away. I would say about February 5th, 2022. The only reason why I know that for a fact is because I am his brother. I'm the older one, and he was my younger brother. He started doing this whole entire YouTube thing, I believe, when he was living with me when I was, at the time, working at the Home Depot. For a while, I was trying to figure out as to why are you constantly like making my bills go up so damn high, man. Like seriously, every single week I feel like I would purchase another plan, and then my gigabyte plan would go up, which most people don't seem to understand. There is a plan whenever you have like internet provider, but it's because he was streaming and shit like that. So there's that little bit of information. And here he is on TikTok. He's got a lot of likes and follows and followings, or I should say, he did anyway. I like when I saw that picture right here. You can see this dude right there. I think his name is Criticals or something like that. I recall. I was looking. I was like, why does my brother look like that? It's like, oh, that's not my brother. It was some other random dude. But yeah, he was a TikToker, I guess, and a YouTuber, and I'm possibly a Twitch streamer. And the only reason why I figured that much is because, again, he would always run up my internet bill. And going through some of his things, I did notice that he did have some microphones, face cam, obviously. He had a light. I think he was really trying to get into this thing, and I honestly don't know how or where it was going, but for the most part, uh, HeyMayo on YouTube. He's gone. He passed away. A car accident, if I'm not mistaken. And to be entirely honest with you, I don't even have the full story on that one, if I'm being realistic here, especially since Amarillo, Texas, which is where he passed away. From what I was told, he flipped his car over and he got ejected out, I guess. Even the fucking police don't even know what happened to him. But after that, the police notified the family as to what happened, aka my mom and I. Or should I say, they notified a different family. Here's what I don't understand, and maybe it's just me, and if anybody's in the law enforcement agency could possibly tell me this, but I feel like whenever a cop pulls up right behind you and they're just following you, what they're doing with one hand is they're typing in your license plate number and they're pulling it up on a rap sheet on you or possibly warrant or anything like that. Like, I know that for a fact. But somehow, and I don't understand this, how did they not actually type in my brother's license plate number, pull up his DMV information, his file, and look at his face, and then look at the thing and try to put two and two together? And what's even more bizarre about this is, how do you fucking notify the wrong family? And I'm fully aware about that, and it turns out there's another guy out there who had the same name as my brother and last name, but it's like, how do you fucking get the wrong person? Uh, I, I guess it's a common thing amongst law enforcement. I'm not entirely too sure, but to be entirely honest with you, I couldn't really tell you anything about that, and I don't really care enough. Like I said, the only reason why we found out about this was because my mom and I drove to Amarillo, and I was, God, that's got to be the longest fucking drive in my entire life. And when we got to the police station, they wouldn't let us see him. They wouldn't do anything. They let us into the police department downtown, but that's really just about it. Afterwards, we drove back hometown, and pretty much cried for hours. And we had to wait until Monday till we could see my brother, and it sucked a lot. This was literally 4 months before that. My dad had passed away, and that was pretty shitty. That was kind of when I felt like we were a little bit getting in more into like talking with each other and whatnot. But then my aunt passed away, my dad's sister, and that was pretty much the end of the sibling line right there. One of my cousins on my dad's side passed away, very similar to my dad, where he died of liver slash kidney failure. Except my cousin was like really, really, really into hard drinking. Like he didn't ever stop. He died pretty much just like his dad did, which was my uncle. And then February 5th, my brother passed away, car accident. I don't really know what happened, and the only thing I can tell you and probably think about what could have possibly happened was maybe he was drunk or drinking. I don't really know. From what I was told, though, one of his coworkers was following right behind him and saw the whole entire thing, but they didn't really come to the whole entire family thing to talk to us about it. And pretty much it was just one of those things where we just said, okay, Reaper's out to get us one way or another, you know, just seems like, what the fuck, dude. But, haven't really had anything happen since then other than my cousin who, again, alcoholic problems, kidneys, filter, whatever, but he's fine. Maybe a year or so later, my grandpa passed away. That was bound to happen. And I think his brother passed away a week before my grandpa passed away. His brother. It was like, Jesus, dude. One right after another. But if you're wondering whatever happened to HeyMayo, if you're subscribed to him, I know he's got a very small subscriber list. I do realize that. But if I was actually into watching this dude who had a pretty good commentary and, you know, face cam, you know, he was probably getting up there, maybe not, but in somewhere, I don't really know. I couldn't really tell you. I didn't keep up with this dude. I didn't even know he did YouTube until I found out about his TikTok account. But, you know, the reason why this channel doesn't have any more uploads, why there's nothing else, no TikTok, no Twitch stream, no more YouTube videos, is because he's gone. Again, I am his brother, so his older brother. He was my younger brother, and that's really just about it. So, see you later, HeyMayo.